Got that. I've got that. Young Dragon is doing good, man. He's still a pain in the ass, but he's doing good. Okay, so bottom piece. Whoo, you are preaching to the choir, Serafina. Yes, losing weight is definitely hard when you love good tasting food, when you love sauces. You know, like me, I love Chinese food. Have I had something last December? Nope. There's tons of salt in Chinese food. From the soy sauce to, like the General Tso's chicken, there's salt all throughout there. I'm like, can't fuck with it. Ah, what's up? What's up? Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad to be back myself. Yes, Naz. I talk to her every day. Have a Skype. We chat on Skype. We played all together for a hot minute. Yeah, she's doing good. She's definitely doing good. Right, I'm gonna round this end off a little bit more. Still a little too pointy. But yeah, give you guys an idea. Let's see. I was 330 pounds last year in December, and now I am 291 pounds. Not bad, but I definitely do feel like I have more energy, and whatnot to get around, do what I gotta do. Okay, that's better. Oh, I don't know what to say about Brexit. I've heard, that they've seceded basically from, you know, the coalition, but I don't know. I don't know because I believe the day after, um, I think their stocks went down like by $2 trillion, something like that. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't live over there. I wish them the best. You know, but I'm not too sure if that decision is going to help them or bite them in the butt later. Oh yeah, definitely is. I honestly think that if the world in general, well, people in the world actually, would try to about think about somebody else first instead of themselves, we'd be in a better place basically. Because if all you're worrying about is and me, you're not thinking about the repercussions of your actions, how it might affect your fellow man, stuff like that. So I think that's a mindset we should have more of, thinking about other people. You know, how do my actions affect them? I think the world would be a lot better off if people start thinking that way. Hey, John Casual, how you doing, brother? Thank you so much for the host. Yep, yep. And hopefully, for them was a good choice. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with this piece. Okay. I think I have enough pieces cut to where I can start cutting them out of foam and bending stuff into place. Yeah, I think I do. All right, so we'll start with these two pieces. I'm doing the gun. Matter of fact, Jayreen, if you can, pass me the bones of the hand, please. Um, the left hand will be a gun. The right hand is going to be the actual hand. Thank you, hon. And what I did was I'm making a hand prehensile, and basically that means the hand's going to move. I don't want a static hand. I want to be able to make it bend, make the fingers move, all that good stuff. Oh, my bad. This way. And this is all PVC except for the cabling and the eye hooks. So, as you can see, I got a little bit of movement here. I might tweak it a little bit more so I get a tighter curl. This is what I got for now. And of course, I'm going to use the foam and put the skin, over the whole thing. But that's that. Ah, gotcha, man, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, Nick. It's a huge hand. That character himself, he's just really, really huge. So there was no way I was gonna be able to just build a regular hand goal for mine to be able to get that same type of size and girth. So I had to go ahead with the PVC pipe and build, skeleton or the bones. Whenever you're doing something and it's going to be curved, try not, if it's at all possible, to have any angular parts on it because it just makes it that much harder to get stuff to glue together and be flush. Okay, we can push this over here, that back there. Break out the foam. Actually, I might have a scrap piece. Always try to work with scraps before you cut into any more big pieces of foam. Be right back. Alright, back. There we go. Yep, that'll fit. Yep, Nick, I agree. I agree.